What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have my personal 2023 Civic SI. This car is tuned. It's running the TSP Stage 1 tune with the Honda Flash Pro. It's making about 250 to the wheels, wheel horsepower. Now, as you can see, I did the red Honda badges on here. I didn't do it outside yet just because it's fucking freezing. But, you know, when it gets a little bit warmer, I will do it. It just honestly depends on the weather. As you can see, I do have some design mods on here. I have this carbon fiber panel. I have the hybrid racing short shifter. And that's about it cosmetic wise. Now, the audio from the car, like the sound you're hearing, is the DJI Mic Mini. It's one in the engine bay, one near the exhaust. I don't know how it's going to sound because it's running still the stock exhaust. Intake is the K&N cold air intake. Now for this car, I plan on doing a track build. Probably going to do a carbon hood, carbon spoiler. Also, I just recently ordered a Paragon Racing big brake kit. It's supposed to be phenomenal for the track. I need to do the PRL intercooler. I'll probably do that in the summer. But now this is the build. Now this is in normal mode. In normal mode, the boost is a bit more conservative. So it ranges between 14 to 15 foot-pounds of boost. In sport mode, it can go up to 22. Just because I don't have an intercooler, an aftermarket intercooler, I'm just going to keep it running on the normal setting. Just because I don't want to pull some aggressive timing. Normal mode, actually the boost kind of builds up gradually as you get higher to the RPM. I do have the cams open all the way on the tune, so basically I get instant throttle response, which is pretty nice actually. This short shifter is phenomenal. Hybrid Racing designed it to be phenomenal, let me tell you. There's no play at all, literally no play at all. Kind of feels like the GT4 that I drove earlier in the year. It was a manual 6-speed. I am running the Toyo all-season performance tires. They're pretty well, they handle pretty reasonably, especially for all-season, it's pretty good. It is the 245 ZR40 R18 tire, so a bit thicker sidewall just so, you know, we can deal with the winter. For the track build, I am doing Enki wheels a little bit wider so I can gain more mechanical mass, so I can have more grip on track. Hopefully none of the mics fell out already. They're held together by a magnet, so we'll see at the end of the video. Of course, there's people. cars, this, I think 250 to the wheels is the perfect amount of power for this size car, weighing in about 2,900 pounds. It's such a good car for the money, for the power to weight. It's so good. I've actually beaten, you know, WVB brand new WRXs with simple bolt-ons like intake and exhaust. I smoked them with this car, about like 2-3 lengths on them, car lengths. Obviously, I need to be higher in the RPM range. That's when it picks up power the most, especially in normal mode. ABS kicked in a bit. The rev hang is still there, but you know, what can you do? It's basically hardware. You need a lighter flywheel. That's something that I'm going to worry about down the road. The clutch is still holding up great. It's at 47,000 miles. I've been running this tune for about a good year and a half, and it's been great, honestly. Stop sign. It does have launch control, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to ruin my car. Yeah, as you can see, the rev hang from first second is pretty bad. But honestly, there's nothing really you can do about it besides a retrofit clutch and flywheel from like a Type R. Foggy in here. There's a car. It's quicker than the majority of cars out there. Let's say maybe 95-96% of cars. Again, the main factor about this is the power to weight. When you're in a 2,900 pound car that's doing 250 to the wheels, it's gonna feel pretty quick. So now I like I said, I'm not putting it in sport mode because I'm not doing that until I get an aftermarket intercooler system, just so again it doesn't pull timing, and it's pulling timing, it's not good for the engine. The Paragon Racing Big Brake Kit will be here in about a month or two. It is custom ordered because I'm doing like a specific colorway for the brake calipers just to match the car a bit more. Here, I'll give you a listen. Now, Honda gave me the option to basically set up the the launch control any way from like 2500 RPM to 55, and I feel like keeping it between 3000 and 4000 is optimal, just because you don't want the wheels to spin pretty bad. Honda also like kind of plays with the traction, so you get better launches. Thank God I avoided that. I can't believe I've had this car. It's been, what, 23, 24, 25, it's been 3 years already. It's insane how time flies. And the engine has been remarkably reliable. It's been a phenomenal platform, let me tell you. Hopefully the microphone near the exhaust is still on. Second gear is night and day now. It is insane. Well, second gear, third gear. Actually, in sport mode, I did test it at once. In sport mode, fourth gear pulls like a freight train. Shifter. It's such a it kind of feels like how can I say? It's so like mechanical. You just need to feel it to understand. That's what she said. Alright, we'll go this way. I hate the snow because you can't see anything. Come on. There we go. Okay. These roads are pretty nice. I haven't been here in a while. Oh, it became loose, that's why it's shaking. That's weird. Now it feels better. think that's one of the complaints with these, is that the threading, I mean the shifter kind of like gets loose in the cold. I don't know why, but I mean, all you do is just squeeze it back on. It's fine. That's why it was making that noise. Just because the car is pulling timing, and that's, like I said, it needs an intercooler. So thank you for watching the video. You know, like, comment, subscribe, as always. Oh my god. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.